Kai and Mason were inseparable. Two drifter boys, moving from place to place with their families, never staying long enough to form attachments. They grew up on the road, switching schools endlessly, surviving on loyalty and each other. Kai was the quiet thinker, Mason was the bold fighter. Together, they were unshakable. Until they met Luna Reyes. It was the start of junior year at Ridgeview High. Luna wasn't the most popular girl, just the most unforgettable. Soft-spoken, sharp-minded, with a smile that felt like sunlight after a long storm. She had this calm aura that pulled people toward her without trying. Kai noticed her first, Mason noticed her next, and for the first time in their drifting lives, they loved the same person. But neither admitted it. Not to Luna, not to each other, not even to themselves. Because nothing could break their friendship. At least, that's what they thought. Luna liked Kai. She wasn't loud about it. She didn't need to be. The way she smiled at him, waited for him after class, shared her drawings with him, it was obvious. Kai felt it too, but he held back because Mason had fallen for her harder. Kai didn't want to hurt his brother in heart, so he stepped aside silently. But Mason wasn't blind. He saw the looks between Kai and Luna. He felt the lie every time Kai said, "She's just a friend." Mason began to spiral. He stopped going to class, stopped talking, started picking fights. The friendship stretched thin until it snapped. One night, Mason did something Kai never expected. He lied to Luna. He told her Kai was only hanging around her as a dare, that drifter boys never settle, that Kai was planning to leave her like everyone else had. Luna, already insecure about people leaving, believed him. She confronted Kai with shaking hands. "Kai, was this all a joke to you?" Kai's heart fractured. He tried to explain, but Mason's poison was already in her mind. She ran away from him, crying. Kai went home that night with a heaviness he'd never known before. Not heartbreak over Luna, but heartbreak over Mason. Mason had betrayed him, and Kai wasn't going to let it go. Kai's revenge wasn't loud. He didn't fight Mason. He didn't expose him. He did something far worse. He ignored him. The silence between them became a knife. Then Kai began rebuilding Luna's trust, not through words, but actions. He helped her with schoolwork, walked her home, listened to her fears, never pressured her for forgiveness. Slowly, she realized Mason had lied, and something in her shifted. One afternoon, Luna asked Mason to meet at the old bleachers. He arrived hopeful, but Luna's voice was steady. "You broke your friend because of jealousy, and you broke me with lies. I can't love someone who destroys people to get what he wants." Mason felt a punch in his chest. His worst fear came true. He lost Luna, he lost Kai, and he had no one to blame but himself. Kai watched from a distance, not gloating, not smiling, just silent. That silence cut deeper than any revenge Mason expected. Mason found Kai behind the school that evening. "Say something," Mason whispered. "Yell at me, punch me, anything." Kai's voice was calm. "I trusted you more than anyone, and you decided my happiness was a threat. That's not love, Mason. That's obsession." Mason's eyes filled with tears he'd never let anyone see. "I wanted something of my own, something that didn't drift away." Kai shook his head. "You had me. You had our brotherhood. That wasn't enough." Mason collapsed to the ground, hands over his face. He knew he had destroyed everything. Kai walked away, not in anger, but in finality. Sometimes revenge isn't violence. Sometimes it's letting someone drown in the consequences of their own actions. By the end of the year, Kai and Luna grew closer, slowly, gently, honestly. Luna healed, Kai healed. Mason transferred to another school, unable to face what he'd done. But before he left, he wrote Kai one message. "I hope one day we meet again as better men. You are my brother. I hope I can earn that back someday." Kai didn't reply. Maybe one day he would, but for now, He walked forward, toward Luna, toward peace, toward a future built on truth, not betrayal. And that was the deepest revenge of all. He lived the happy life Mason tried to steal.